During trying times, it can be difficult to step out of fear and see the opportunity that lies ahead. During this video, I'm going to show you 3 ways to step out of your fear so you can transform your mindset and see the opportunities that lie ahead. Now, before we jump in, go ahead and hit that subscribe button so that you can be notified whenever we share a new business, sales, or marketing tip, and so that you can stay updated when we release our weekly Mind Remapping Empowerment Vitamins. You know, when we're having a tough time, when we're in trying and intense times, especially at the level of nation, it can be really difficult to see the big picture. It's a normal thing to experience fear. It's a human emotion. But when we begin to allow our fear to be the determinant of our action, that's when we risk creating worse circumstances. Here's why. When you are afraid, your mind is not clear. You're in fight or flight. And so by nature, your body starts to shunt the blood supply to vital organs as if you were about to be attacked by a bear. When you are about to be attacked by a bear, there's no time to think. There's only action. And so you're disconnected from your higher brain function. What that means is when we're making decisions from instinct or from fight or flight, we're not actually using our brains. And a lot of the choices that we make tend to be illogical. The second thing is when we are afraid, we tend to fall in this worst case scenario thinking loop. I like to call it apocalypticitis. Basically, when we employ doomsday thinking, our reticular activating system then sets us up to then continue to look for more worst case scenarios, thereby actually creating them for ourselves. Now imagine 3 million people doing this. And number 3, when we're in fight or flight, our creativity center shut down. Like I said earlier, everything's shunted to our vital organs. So when our creativity centers are shut down, we can't see all the potential options and workarounds and opportunities that there are for us because we are so stuck in that negative feedback loop. So how is it that you snap yourself out of fear, or at least out of the negative feedback loop? First, you have to slow down, step back from the situation, and take a few deep breaths. Now, as cliche as it might sound for me to be telling you to take a few deep breaths, there's actually science that shows that when you take some deep breaths, you're actually allowing yourself to reconnect to the body's higher functioning. I like to call this reclaiming our equanimity under duress. So step back from the situation, take a few deep breaths, and connect to your higher brain function whenever you're experiencing that deep level of fear. Now, of course, if there's an immediate threat, you're not going to stop and step back and take a few deep breaths. Take a deep breath, you're going to take action. But when there's not an immediate threat, you want to step back, you want to take a few deep breaths and connect to your higher brain function. The second thing you want to do is you want to balance the fact finding. Oftentimes, because of the doomsday thinking, when we're in fear, it often causes us to actually look for more of the negative facts than the positive facts. What you want to do is you want to balance that by looking at what you know to be true about yourself, about your capacity, and even about humanity that elevates your level of vibration, meaning that gives you a higher level of peace, confidence, groundedness, knowing, or faith. Then you want to sit down and actually write this out. One of my favorite authors and speakers, Abraham Hicks, has an exercise that she calls going into the vortex. Very similar to this process. I recommend you checking it out. So now once you're in this space, this vortex of sorts, then you want to allow yourself to see the opportunities at hand. That is the opportunity for the evolution of process, of action, of workarounds, or whatever is at hand. Then finally, you want to take courageous action. That is, rather than sitting with these possibilities in a bubble, you want to share these possibilities with the world, even if they seem unpopular, and even consider getting help and making those possibilities a reality. In taking these steps, you will begin to shift from fear into faith, and even knowing that you not only can, but you will survive and thrive through the crisis. Now, if you want a deeper insight on what's behind getting to the root of stuck emotions and moving past and eliminating limiting beliefs, I invite you to register for my free masterclass, Remapping Your Mind for Manifestation and Success. In this masterclass, I go through these plus 4 additional shifts that you can make to develop a practice that will help you shift yourself into empowerment on a daily basis. All you have to do in order to access this free training is to click the link somewhere around this video, most likely below, or you can go directly to my website, drmaisha.com, and register for it directly from the home page. If you found this video helpful, go ahead and like, subscribe, and share, and then go click that link and register for your free Mind Remapping for Manifestation Masterclass right now. I look forward to seeing you there, and have a blessed rest of the day and rest of the week. Namaste.